Hey Gina，这两个菜你喜欢吃哪一个？She's asking me which dish I like to eat. I got this. I got this. Wait, should I say 多 or 都？我多喜欢。What? Why did she say how much she likes it? Or she likes it very much? She didn't really answer my question. I see. Did you mean 我都喜欢 Yes, yes, 我都喜欢 I all like them. Gosh, I always get confused with these two. 都 and 多 How can I distinguish these two? When I teach students, many of them can read and recognize 多 and 都 on their own when they just learn them. But when it comes to real-life conversations, they often get mixed them up. So if you ever struggle to tell these two apart, this video is for you. Hey, I'm Tina. I teach Chinese online and work with students one-on-one. If you've been thinking about learning Chinese or just want to improve a little, send me a message through the link below. I'd happy to help. First up is 多. The pinyin is D-U-O, pronounced as 多. D sounds like English D. The U sounds like U in Chinese. O sounds like all. Together is 的窝多. Now let's take a closer look at the character of 多. These are the major uses in daily Chinese. First of all, when we use 多 in a regular sentence, it usually means many or a lot. For example, 我有很多朋友. I have many friends. The second use is when 多 used in a question. Typically, the structure is 多 plus adjective. It means how. For example, 多高 how tall, 多大 how big, 你多高 literally it means you how tall. That means how tall are you? 你多大了 literally it translated as you how big. Sounds funny when we translate it word by word, but trust me, in Chinese it's very neutral. It means how big are you in terms of age. So how old are you? This third use is one of my favorite. It's for expressing strong emotions. For example, 你看我多爱你 You look, I how love you. So basically, look how much I love you. Or 多好啊 how good, and means how wonderful or so good. In this case, it's not a question. It's just like saying how beautiful or how amazing in English. 多 can also mean more than or over a certain number. Let me give you an example. 我学了3年多英文 That means I've studied English for more than 3 years. So here, 3年多 literally means 3 years more. In other words, a little more than 3 years. You can think of 多 here as a soft way to say the number is not exact but a bit over. When you use 多 to describe something slightly over, here is the rule for using it with numbers. If the number is small, smaller than 10, the order is number, measure word, and 多. For example, 我吃了3个多苹果. I ate a little more than 3 apples. Here, we put the measure word 个 before 多. But if the number is larger than 10, the correct order should be number, 多, and measure word. I know most people probably can't eat more than 10 apples at once, but just to keep things simple and stick with the same context, let's say I have eaten more than 10 apples. In Chinese, I would say 我吃了10多个苹果. Everything stays the same. The only difference is the position of 多. When a number gets bigger, we move 多 in front of the measure word. Another example, 我有100多块钱. I have over 100 Chinese dollars. Here, we put 多 before the measure word 块. Some students get confused with the order of measure word and 多, so just remember this. Under 10, measure than. Over 10, 多 goes in. It's like a rhythm. When a number is small, you say the measure word first, but when the number is big, you just say more than right away. So again, under 10, measure than. Over 10, 多 goes in. Though, now let's talk about 都. 都 is an adverb that usually means all or both. It typically comes before the verb in the sentence. The structure typically is subject, 都, verb, or the verb phrases. It means all of them or everyone in the group shares the same action or characteristics. For example, 我们都是学生. We are all students. 爸爸妈妈都喜欢喝茶. Both dad and mom like tea. In the positive form here, you need to distinguish from another word which is called 所有. 所有 is an adjective, so it should be added before noun, but 都 is an adverb, so it should add it before verb. Let me make an example. 所有的学生, 学生 is a noun, so you need to put 所有 before 学生 before the noun. 都来了, 来 is a verb, it means come, so you need to put 都 before 来, before the verb. The position of these two cannot be interchangeable. So you cannot say 都学生 or 所有来了. A lot of times you will notice we will duplicate them together. For example, 所有的学生都来了. All students all come. The duplication scenario is very common in Chinese sentences. Don't be surprised with that. But just don't mix them up regarding the position. 所有 before noun. 所有 is an adjective. 都 before verb. 都 is an adverb. 都 in a negative form, it means either not all of them or none of them, depending on the order. If I say 都不 all not, it's none of them. But if it's 不都 not all, so not all of them. For example, 他们都不来, they all not come, so none of them will come. 他们不都来, they not all come, so not all of them come. When you literally translate it, it's very easy to understand. 都不 all not, so none of them. 不都 not all, is literally as not all of them. But I notice when students are doing the listening, they kind of mix these two, especially when the native speaker speaks really fast. So for 都不 and 不都, try to improve your listening skills. So let's practice. I say the sentence and you can tell me, does it mean none of them or not all of them? For example, 他们都不吃米饭. Another one, 他们不都吃米饭. What's the difference? Which one is which? Can you tell me?
Wow!
In the first scenario, 他们都不吃米饭 is none of them will eat rice. 他们不都吃米饭. Not all of them will eat rice. Did you get it right? So here, I want you to know some fixed expressions. 都行 is all is fine. 都可以 both works. So whenever someone is asking you to make a choice, for example, 你想吃什么菜? What dishes you like to eat? You can say 都行 or 都可以.
想吃什么？
都可以啊。
都可以啊。
喝点什么？
都行。Another meaning of 都 is emphasizing unexpected things or to show extreme emotions. It typically will translate as even, already, or still. Think 都 here is an emotion word. It's optional for you to add, but if you add it, it will add some emotions. For example, 现在都10点了，你还不睡? It's already 10 o'clock. You are still not sleeping. You see here, you can say 现在10点了，你还不睡. But if you add 都现在都10点了，你还不睡. It's already 10 o'clock. So this way you add a little bit impatient emotion. 他都哭了，你还不道歉. He even cried. You still won't apologize? Or 我都气死了. I'm about to explode from anger. If you are still confused with 多 and 都, here is a super easy and fun way to remember the difference. Think about the app Duolingo. You know the language learning app with the green owl? It's called Duolingo, not Duolingo. Try to link to our topic today. Why? Because it offers many languages, but not all the languages. So it's not Duolingo, which means all lingos. It's Duolingo means many lingos, many languages. Just imagine it as a mix of Chinese and English, Duolingo, many lingos. Whenever you are confused with 多 or 都, think of Duolingo, many lingos. When you need to use many, use 多. All right, let's check your understanding with a quick challenge. I'll describe a situation and you can tell me, should we use 多 or 都? Think carefully and feel free to pause the video if you need more time.
Start game.
Scenario 1. All my classmates love spicy food. Should you use 多 or 都? The answer is 都 because we are talking about all of them. Scenario 2. I saw so many people are on a train station this morning. Should you use 多 or 都? The answer is 多 because it's about quantity, not everyone in the group, not all of them. Scenario 3, my family members all enjoy swimming. Do you use 多 or 都? The answer is 都 because every family member is included. Scenario 4, there are a lot of cute cafes in my neighborhood. Should you use 多 or 都? The answer is 多, describing so many cafes. How did you do? Let me know how many you got it right. Activity 2. Let's get it personal. Now it's your turn. I want you to write your own sentence using 多 or 都. You can use your own life, something real or even funny. So here are 2 examples. 我家人都很喜欢看电影. My family members all love to watch movies. 我有很多朋友住在国外. I have many friends who live abroad. Now it's your turn. Leave your sentence in the comments. I'll read them and I'll help you to check if your sentence is correct. Great job today. Now you know the difference between 多 and 都. To wrap it up, here is what we learned in this video. We learned several tricks. Trick number 1, to tell the difference between 都 and 多. Just remember the app Duolingo, Duolingo. It's not all languages, it's many languages. Duolingo, many lingos. Trick number 2, when 多 means more than, the word order depends on the number. So here is the reason to remember. Below 10, measure than. Over 10, 多 goes in. And also, try to improve your listening and practicing phrases like 都不 and 不都. They sound similar but feel different. So make your own sentences and train your ears. Last but not least, try to distinguish 都 and 所有. 都 would put before verb, 所有 would put before noun. I hope it's much clearer for you now. But here is another common confusion I often see. A lot of students get mixed up between 是的 and 好的. Click right here to keep learning, and I'll see you there.